Hello all the students, I'm Himali Gaur from Sarthak Tutorials. Hope you all doing well in this lockdown period. You all are going to start studies of accounts, state, eco, OC. Hope you all doing well, listening online lectures. And now today we are going with our new subject, and that subject is SPCC. So many of you in your schools had an option of two subjects, either computer or SPCC. If you are going with SPCC, it's your best option because SPCC is a scoring subject in boards. 98, 99 highest marks are given to the students in SPCC. Now, what is SPCC? SPCC is a subject which totally related to correspondence, that means communication in a formal way. Now, full form of SPCC is Secretarial Practice and Commercial Correspondence. Correspondence means what? Correspondence means one kind of communication done in a formal way. Now, in board, paper of SPCC is of 100 marks. But SPCC subject is divided into two parts. First part is CC, Commercial Correspondence, and second part is SP, Secretarial Practice. This 100 mark subject divided into two parts. 40 marks of CC, 60 marks of SP. Now, in CC, there is 6 chapters, and in SP there is 7 chapters. Now, as we are going through these chapters briefly, so in CC, first chapter is bank correspondence. Correspondence, communication related to bank. Any person want to open an account, want to close the account, any kind of complaints, want debit card, want credit card, at that time you have to write a letter to a particular department of bank or a particular branch of the bank. At that time you need to know how to write a letter. At that time bank correspondence is important, which carry 6 mark. Second, correspondence with government department like railway, public services and local organization, any of them you can write. This contain 8 marks. Third, interdepartmental and employee correspondence. Interdepartmental, in a one company there is so many departments like marketing, finance, you can say that production. If any one department want to write a letter to the other department, at that time interdepartmental communication is there. And next, employee correspondence, because as we know that we have to give transfer, promotion, demotion, appointment of employees. At that time any firm, any company write a letter to the employees. At that time employee correspondence, which also contain 8 marks. Next, insurance letter. What is insurance? You know that very well in OC 11th standard. Now you want to take insurance, you claim insurance, you want to take an insurance policy, any kind of letter related to insurance contained in this chapter. Fifth is e-communication, electronic communication through email. In this we have to write, but nowadays you know communication is done through electronic equipments like mobile, computers, laptop, etc. At that time we are going to write emails. Even nowadays tenders are going with electronic media, that is e-tender. So how to write e-tender is also included in e-communication. As in a business you must know to present yourself, your ideas, your views. At that time presentation skill. Here main focus is on how to make PPT, PowerPoint presentation. These 3 chapters contain 6 mark each. So this is your CC portion. Commercial correspondence. Now one main thing in board, last section of SP paper, that is section F. Again I am repeating, in board exam there is a last section, that is section F, which contain 25 marks and only letters. It means you can get easily that 25 marks with writing 5 letters, each contain 5 marks. 5 letters, 5 marks. Clear? So total 25 marks comes from this CC portion, that is letters. Clear with the CC portion? Now going with the SP. Full form of SP, secretarial practice. More weightage is given to SP, 60 marks. Issue of shares. Any company, if any company is going to start, you know how to start a company, which are the procedure to start the company, 11th OC. Now, what is share? That is also known by you. Now, any company want to issue shares, then what is the procedure to issue the share? Which contained in this chapter. Even procedure to issue debenture is also containing in this chapter. This chapter contains 11 marks. So it is the most important chapter of 12th board SP. Clear? Second, after issuing of share, company is going to transfer or transmission. You have to learn difference between transfer and transmission first. Clear? This difference will be going to learn in the next videos. Transfer and transmission of share, which contain 8 marks. Third is the easiest chapter of this book, that is debenture. Already known by each and everyone in 11th OC. Contains 6 marks. Fourth is membership. What is membership? If any person want to become a member in a company, then how can they become a member? What are the qualification, disqualification, right, who can become a member? These all points are considered in this chapter, that is membership. Contains 7 marks. Fifth chapter is directors of company. Main person in a company is a director who direct the company. So, in this chapter, who will become the director of company? So many types of directors are there in a company. What are the rights? What are the responsibility? What are the qualities? What are the qualification? Each and every minute points of directors of company are detail explained in this 5th chapter, which also contain 11 marks. So first chapter and 5th chapter both are very most important chapter for your boards. 6th chapter is the meetings of company. Now as you all know about one meeting, that is AGM, annual general meeting. Likewise, so many types of meetings are held by the company in the year. So what are the meetings? Who can hold this meeting? What are the rights? What are the duties of company secretary before the meeting, during the meeting, after the meeting? These all points considered in the meetings of company. Even who can attend the meeting, who cannot attend the meeting. In meeting, who can vote the person, who can not vote the person, how can you vote the person? Each and everything is in meetings, which also important as a mark point of view, because it is a 10 marks chapter. Now, last chapter is dissolution of company. Dissolution means liquidation or winding up. It means you have to close your company due to any reason. Here, company appoint one liquidator. This liquidator is doing all types of duties. So here in this chapter, we have to learn duties, responsibilities of liquidator at the time of dissolution. Dissolution of firm is a chapter which you already learn in account or going to learn in a account as a practical sum. So this is the brief overview of your subject, theory subject, that is SPCC, very scoring subject. Next, in the next videos, we are going to start chapters of SP and CC one by one. If any kind of doubts, please contact. Till then, stay Thank you.